Okay, I'm delighted to be joined on Unleashcast for a quick promo of a talk at Unleash America from Casper Mork of Dematic. So, without giving away too much, we just want to get kind of a flavor of what you're talking about at this event coming up on the 25th and 26th of May.
Sure. Well, my talk is going to be a little bit about what we learned about digital transformation and L&D through COVID. I think many of us were already on the journey to digital transformation of learning and development solutions when COVID began. And then, of course, COVID accelerated that quite a bit. And for those of us who were already on that journey, it in some ways was a welcome event that now finally we could get our businesses to say, all right, well, I guess we're going to have to go virtual. I guess we're going to have to go digital. So for those of us who were prepared, it sort of boosted our ability to assess what works, what doesn't. For those of us who were not prepared, it was a hard pivot. It was hard work. It was difficult. But in any case, I think we learned something from that hard transition about what does it mean to be virtual? What does it mean to go digital? What works, what doesn't? And we probably got like 10 years of experience in 1 year. So that's what my conversation, rather than a talk, is going to be about, because I want to have a conversation with the audience, talk about what did you learn during COVID about L&D? What worked really well? What have you realized is not going to work at all? And what do we do going forward? Now that we're, at least in some places of the world, able to go back into the office, able to be in a classroom or something like that. How do we make that blend now? How do we make it work optimally for our learners in the future? That's the conversation I want to have with the audience.
Thanks, Casper. I'm really looking forward to it. And on a more general point, I'm wondering, it's been an incredibly hard couple of years. And like you said, there's so much acceleration happened. Do you think it's actually in a good way given learning and development a lot more visibility, because people have kind of realized the importance of this? Not least, it's accelerated what we can do with digital transformation and digital skills, but also with the Great Resignation and things like that, it's also sort of underlined the importance of taking care of your workforce and realizing that they do value their own development and their own kind of career paths and things like that.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting point, John, that while COVID was a tragedy that scourged the world, at the same time, it did push forward the agenda of digital transformation. And more broadly, the Great Resignation has really, made everyone focus on talent management more broadly. What are we doing to, stay attractive, whether that is to develop our employee value proposition, be more authentic, provide flexible solutions, and provide great learning and development opportunities for everyone who works for us. So yeah, in some sort of weird, twisted, bizarre way, in some ways, what has happened over the last couple of years has been a net gain for those of us in L&D, even if it has, been a bad thing for the world that we've been through COVID and, the Great Resignation is, it's hard to say whether it's good or bad. I tend to look at the glass half full, in the sense that a lot of people are simply redefining what a good life looks like for them. And that's a good thing. And so in L&D, yeah, you're right. It really has made us move forward much faster than on a path we were going down anyways, I think, but much faster than before. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's at least a good thing to be able to take something positive out of a very disruptive last couple of years. For me, I just wanted to have a quick catch up and see what your session was all about. I'm really looking forward to the event. For many people, I know that they really, really want to get back to face and seeing people and convening with people in the industry, be it HR and L&D and future of work and everything like that. For me, it's going to be the first time in a long time I've been to America, so very exciting.
Yeah, it'll be fun, John. Actually, you touched on something that I'll be bringing up in my talk, that human connection. our brains were developed, a long time ago, a couple of 100,000 years, depending on which neurologist you talk to. Digital communication over the web, like we're doing now, was developed 5-10 years ago, at least to an extent where you could use it. And the question that I'll be challenging my participants or listeners to think about is the human brain even evolved to a stage where this type of conversation can fulfill all of the needs that we have for communication, learning, and development? That's something I like to think about, because some organizations are feeling like they can go fully to this virtual and remote and digital solution. I challenge you to think about it differently and say, I don't think the humans are built like that. So it's funny you bring it up. It's a question I'm going to ask the audience about. What do they think about that? So I look forward to the event in person, though. In Vegas, no other place is quite as exciting. So we look forward. Well,
completely. And also, a place that's so much about kind of events and human contact and interaction. It's going to be fantastic. Casper, thanks so much for your time. Looking forward to meeting you in about a month's time. Brilliant.
Likewise.